What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game. Man, you already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to faithfully settle in the life that has been set out for you, or the ability to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. And even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So look, listen, I'm the type of person that now that I'm able to see life in a different way, in a different lens, a lot of, you know, the movies and the songs and the things we gravitated towards in our life played a pivotal part on what we are currently experiencing right now, right? But again, it's individualized to each person's own perspective. But with this one, you know what I'm saying, I have to be able to talk about is because of the fact I'm kind of going through this a little bit in my own personal life, you know what I'm saying? And when I think back on it, it brings to my realization, you know what I'm saying, of what we really are currently going through in a real way. You know what I'm saying? But I was young when I seen the movie, so I didn't quite understand it until now. But listen, let's talk about it. The movie, Players Club. Listen, it's a hood classic. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people that have seen it a ton of times, probably know it word for word. You know what I'm saying? It is one of those movies that Ice Cube did his big one. You know what I'm saying? And let me explain to you the reason why I say that is because from my own perspective, you know what I'm saying? From seeing it at a young age, listen, no disrespect to Crystal Wilson, you know what I'm saying, but I was hugely very attracted to Ronnie. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was because of the simple fact she was a boss in her own way. You feel me? She ran shit. You know what I'm saying? She controlled the whole strip club. You know what I'm saying? She was the one who, you feel me, ran the game when it came to that. But let's not forget she was also scandalous too. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm going to bring that up later. But for me personally, going through what I'm experiencing currently in life right now, because like I said, those movies were to bring awareness to things that we may not have been able to see correctly. And what I mean by that is like through your, you feel me, third eye. Like we are just looking at it as a movie. You know what I'm saying? Not really understanding that someone is trying to display to us in a way where if you can see, you can see this is how people are in real life. You know what I'm saying? And I say that to say, like, there are a lot of people in the world that basically feels as if they can get whatever they want in whatever type of way based off what they have or what they look like. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I done been around some beautiful women, and I know a couple of them that feel like they can control and be whatever to whoever based off because they look good. I know some women, and as well as some men, that feel as if they can treat people a certain way and be who they are and nasty and deceitful to people because they got money. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm telling you, that's real life, and I'm seeing it face value. You know what I'm saying? So listen, truly and honestly, I truly believe the reason why I was attracted to Ronnie on such a crazy level is because I was really Diamond for real. You know what I'm saying? Diamond was the one, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Lisa Ray, you know what I'm saying? Who was just trying to get through school the right way by earning some extra money by dancing at the strip club. But you know what I'm saying? She fell for Ronnie. Ronnie just had everything she probably didn't have, you know what I'm saying? In a demeanor type of way, though. You know what I'm saying? Until she started getting, you feel me, attracted to that life. Like, you got to think about it. And she was brand new to it. You know what I'm saying? Ronnie got her to, here, take a drink. Ronnie got her to do some things she probably wasn't proud of. You know what I'm saying? But when you know what I'm saying, get into that life, it's almost as if it's drawing you in and it's hard to get out. Simply because you looking at the money aspect, a part of it, you know what I'm saying? Even though you know you trying to stay focused and actually get through school. You're not using it to make it a bargaining chip on who you are. You know what I'm saying? As whereas with Ronnie, nigga, it was all about having the money, the fast cars, all that shit. She was knee deep in the game. You know what I'm saying? She didn't know how to get out. You know what I'm saying? She was all about the money, which means she ran the whole shit. That was her life. As whereas with Diamond, it was, you know what I'm saying, I have another life. I have a son, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get through college, you know what I'm saying? Like the good girl type, you know what I'm saying? As whereas maybe Roddy was more of the lost type. And she got consumed by that life. But for whatever reason, when I first seen it, listen, hey, I was turned on by Ronnie. I was like, okay, hey, she fresh, she, you feel me? She a boss in her own way, you feel me? She get him to lay down, you know what I'm saying? It was something about that just turned me on. But, you know what I'm saying? What I start to see now in real life is that there are women in real life for real, that use their looks, you know what I'm saying, to be able to control a certain aspect of a person to get them to do things that they otherwise wouldn't do. Simply because, again, they've been using that exterior part of who they are to control people in a way where it may not be healthy or beneficial for them, only beneficial for them. You know what I'm saying? And again, I think it was at a point where, you know what I'm saying, Diamond was on to putting everybody on game to earn some extra money, you know what I'm saying? So she put Ebony on. Ebony was more so psychologically not as on point, you know what I'm saying, as Diamond. And I'm just saying this from a real perspective, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I have came across some Ebonies in my lifetime, you know what I'm saying, who just submissive, do whatever, you feel me, trying to get that attention and that money. I've probably one part of my life probably been an Ebony before, you know what I'm saying? And so again, it goes back to understanding that we are all one. Whether people want to, you feel me, try to separate us or not, I can identify with all of them. You know what I'm saying? So again, she tried to put Ebony on. Ebony got kind of lost in the game. You know what I'm saying? She got kind of, you feel me? She was probably feeling Ronnie in a way where it was like, listen, I'm bossing up. I'm feeling myself. Diamond, you ain't on this. You going to school. Watch me. Who told you to watch me? You know, hey, she taking it to the head, right? But the part that fucked it up is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, when you start to feel uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? Ebony already felt uncomfortable doing Junior's bachelor party. You know what I'm saying? And she thought her friend was going to come do it with her. And when they all backed out on her, you know what I'm saying? And Junior ended up, you know what I'm saying, backing out on her. Not backing out, but Junior ended up doing that to her. And then before that, you feel me, I forgot, you feel me, Ice Cubes and the other dude named, like, you feel me, it was like also like revenge for them, because, you know what I'm saying, Diamond had came and got Ebony out the car when they was trying to take her the first time, you know what I'm saying, and now Ronnie got Ebony to do Junior's bachelor party, and they was there, they was like, oh, okay, we didn't get her last time, we about to get her now, you know what I'm saying, hey, and I think that's what made Diamond be like, oh, bitch, you about to get your ass whipped. You feel me? Beat her ass. You know what I'm saying? And do I think she deserved that? Definitely. You could have called somebody. You could have called 911. You could have. And listen, me, for real, I think, you feel me, Ronnie already knew what was going to go down. Don't nobody know they siblings like you. You probably knew Junior was already with the shit, and you knew Ebony was coming there by herself, and you knew that you had her under your control. You came there, you feel me, listen, with her knowing that she was gonna be gullible to do whatever, and you probably had some sort of idea that was gonna happen, that was gonna happen, and you just left. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I probably would have beat your ass too, because deep down inside, you know what I'm saying, Diamond was really the one, like, you feel me, not letting that game get to her head. She was really in it to get the money. It was fast so she can pave her way through college. And at the end of the day, as you can clearly see, it ended up working out for her. She ended up getting the love of her life, who seen something in her inside the strip club. You know what I'm saying? She ended up finishing college, you know what I'm saying? As well as, you know, hey, the niggas who was moving in a dark way, you know what I'm saying? Shit got shut down. You know what I'm saying? Dollar Bill was running. Listen, he didn't want to pay nobody. He was getting illegal funds from everybody. Didn't want to pay nobody. They came and got him. You feel me? At the end of the day, that shit, they blew that motherfucker down. Ain't never no more. You feel me? The Players Club. But again, it just helped me realize the reality of what I'm facing in real life. It's something sort of like that. You got people, you feel me, in organizations who are running it with the mentality of, you feel me, running shit, which could be Ronnie. You know what I'm saying? They listen, they gonna try to get your mind because they may have picked you up off the street. They try to convince you, control you to operate, think this way, you know what I'm saying? And then you got people running these organizations like Dollar Bill. They don't want to pay their employees. Now they mad, you feel me? They aren't coming to work. They acting a certain type of way because they be in control. Listen, I'm telling you, this is real life. This is actually really going on. And if you had the ability to look back at that movie or even just know it mentally, you can actually, you feel me, paint a picture of what's really going on. Or you may just be too in the illusion that you can't even see it. You know what I'm saying? But I see all of it. You know what I'm saying? And that movie was just an understanding of realizing, like, it's okay to be who you are, but don't get too trapped up in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do, you'll lose your soul. You know what I'm saying? Being trapped up into a way of life and won't be able to make it out. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it was plain as day. You know what I'm saying? How Diamond was able to reassess herself and know what she wanted and know not to get too trapped up in that life based off of just going through a couple things. As whereas you got Ebony, who was knee deep in it. It didn't take for her to realize what was going on until, you feel me, she got raped at Junior's bachelor party. You know what I'm saying? And it be sad that people have to go through certain experiences like that to be able to wake up to what's really going on. But it really be happening like that for real. You know what I'm saying? And she was trying to prevent it. Diamond was trying to prevent something bad happening to Ebony because she could see it and she knew. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I said, the dark ones go after the most vulnerable ones. Because, you feel me? Ice Cube and his partner, I forgot what their character's name is, didn't go after Diamond. They went straight after Ebony because, again, they've already known what's going on. She ain't, you feel me? Sometimes you got to use what you got to get what you want. That's all she had, and it wasn't worth much, and everybody could see it. You know what I'm saying? So she was easily gullible and vulnerable, and I think that's the baddest part about, you know what I'm saying, the movie, simply because sometimes people got to experience bad things happening to them before they actually wake up to the truth. You know what I'm saying? And the ability for her, after something devastating happened, to actually finally realize that Diamond was just trying to help her. You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy in life, but it really be like that. And you know what I'm saying? You'll have people around you that try to stop you from, you know what I'm saying, indulging in them things. But again, sometimes you just got to allow people to learn on their own. You feel me? Sometimes people don't want too much because that's all they got. Like, that's all you got. You look good as shit, but that's all you got. That means you're going to be easily vulnerable, easily accessible to whatever it is you want. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I promise you, sometimes it be the most best looking females that's gullible to a man. You know what I'm saying? He get straight in her head, control her, tell her what to do. Now she lost. She don't know who she is. Now all that just deteriorated. You done lost it all. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm telling you, hey, it's pivotal right now. You know what I'm saying? It's very understanding that we start to realize what's really going on, because it's almost as if like the Players Club is playing out in real time, but it's just that I'm not in a player club setting. I'm in a different type of environment, but I'm seeing it. Face value, all of it, everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm able to look at it on a view where now I actually get what the storyline is of that movie under the storyline. Like what is actually was happening in that movie, it was so much more deeper if you can introspect and look at it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? That's all it takes is the quick 1, 2, 3, and next thing you know, you roped into some shit you can't even get out of, and it's so tempting, you feel me, and it looks so good that sometimes it takes for some people something bad happening before they actually wake the fuck up. And that's the sad part to it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a lot of people don't have a good person around them to help them be like, listen, you going down the wrong path, you doing the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get it together, I can clearly see what's going to happen if you keep indulging in that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and oftentimes I truly believe that it may be people in the world now that are able to do that spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Without having the conversations. Like the what should have happened in the movie, you know what I'm saying, was the opposite of what was being explained spiritually, but then the truth was revealed at the end of what was really the case. You know what I'm saying? And I think, again, like I said, that's playing out in real life when you got everybody, you feel me, fighting to try to be the big dog, you know what I'm saying? And then you just chilling, but you unknowingly becoming the big dog because of the way you think, the way you operate. It's different from what everybody else is fighting, chasing. That becomes a battle for your mind. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, you know what I'm saying? So again, you gotta think about it on a level where there are a lot of people facing the same situation I'm in, if not in it. You know what I'm saying? It just happens at different times. So now, what you gonna do when you get in it? You feel me? Because it's real easy to have your mind stolen by, you know what I'm saying, coming into contact with the same people, you feel me, that kept your mind in that same cycle before you even got in that same situation. So now you in the same cycle again. You know what I'm saying? You got people who work at the, you feel me, situation in the environment who are getting controlled by the people they work for. You know what I'm saying? So they acting funny against the people that they controlling. Like, listen, it's a from top to bottom. You feel me? Top of the pyramid all the way down to the bottom. You feel me? But it'd be that one person who don't operate out of control and power. So they see life completely different. And then there'll be people in that whole circumstance that's trying to control their mind and take over who they are, because they realize that they're getting controlled by people because they don't have control of their mind. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about understanding that if you wake up to what's really going on, you know what I'm saying, you can operate in a way to where, you know what I'm saying, everything works out for you, but they don't steal your soul or your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's complicated though. But listen, when I started to realize how, hey, it be some real life Ronnie bitches, excuse my language, in real life, who really think that, you feel me, they can control you because they look good. You know what I'm saying? Until they hit a road bump and be hit with the realization that just because you look good don't mean you get everything you want. It kind of wake you up to your soul for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I've been thinking all my life that I could get what I want by looking good, but now it's starting not to work. So now I gotta go in within and add more to who I am besides what I look like. You know what I'm saying? Ebony, be smart, use your brain. You can't just go around, you feel me, using what you got to get what you want, because you're gonna end up in some dangerous ass situations of people who knowing that that's all you got, and so they ain't gonna treat you cool, and you gonna, nigga, can end your life. You know what I'm saying? Tricks. Listen, I don't know, she just was too old to be stripping. You know what I'm saying? And Diamond was actually the asset to the whole thing. She was the asset to the club, to, you know what I'm saying, Dollar Bill, to Ronnie, to Tricks. Everybody was trying to get a piece of what she had to offer, you know what I'm saying? And her mission was to be able to control who she was and not getting taken down by the underdog, because if she wasn't aware of what she had outside of that club consuming her, you feel me, she would have been another product of Ronnie. And next thing you know, you feel me, you just, when it what comes with dark shit, you feel me, is an underground world that can get really shisty, you feel me, and really scandalous once you commit yourself to that, because it's a world where it's all about me, you feel me. I'm gonna make sure I do what's necessary to come up. As I'm saying, all they had to do was entice Ronnie with that weed. She didn't went outside and left Ebony up there by herself, because all she trying to get high. You could have had your own money and bought your own weed and stayed up there with her. But again, in her mind, that's probably part of the game. This part of the game. This how I go. Now, once you find out what happened, you ain't even phased. You don't have no real emotion to that. You feel me? Because in your mind, you scared, you feel me, but you leave with your brother. And you don't even call the police or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until Diamond came, because she had that sixth sense, because she came, even though she was mad at her for fucking her dude, she still came. You know what I'm saying? And when she found her, oh, it was over. And now she out for revenge. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to Diamond. Trust me, listen, when I first seen the movie, I thought Ronnie was the one, but now that the truth is revealed, Diamond was actually the one from the start. She was the center of the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? And she was the one that was really real outside of everybody that converted themselves to the game. They were so deep and dark in it that they didn't care who they finessed to be able to get ahead. All the way from Dollar Bill to, you feel me, to Ronnie, to, you feel me, Tricks, everybody. You feel me? There were some people who were just doing their job, and there were some people that was knee deep in the game. You know what I'm saying? And if you got hooked to the wrong one, it was over for you. You know what I'm saying? So it just brought some light into the situation, because if you take out those characters and you put them in real life situations and you see the bigger picture of what's going on right now, you know what I'm saying, you could look at it in a different way. Trump is Dollar Bill, You know what I'm saying? Listen, you got so many people trying to play a position that listen, it gets real. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's having a chain pulled from all different areas, but they're trying to, you know what I'm saying, come after the one that can see through the illusion. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what was going on with Diamond. She could see through what was really going on. And everybody wanted a piece of it. And since she didn't give it to them like they wanted, you feel me? It caused them to get mad. Everybody was jealous. Everybody was envious of her. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy. Listen, I'm telling you, keep it together or else it's going to fall apart. But I just had an introspection on that because I be looking at life and how it plays out in different ways. You don't got to be stripping, you know what I'm saying, to see how that situation could play out in everyday life. You know what I'm saying? It's very real of what's currently going on right now and the ability to see through it for real. No disrespect to none of the characters in that movie, you feel me? They're real life people. But again, y'all play them characters well and y'all did that shit, you feel me? And that's a classic forever, you know what I'm saying? But it brings awareness now to the things we've been blind to. And if you get yourself in the wrong hands with the wrong people, you feel me? You just never know what can happen. Like, granted, stripping may not have been her thing she wanted to do, but it worked for her. You feel me? And she made money off of it, but she didn't let it consume her. And I think that's the part we all need to understand. We all ain't perfect. We be doing some shit that's wrong. But you feel me? Just don't get consumed by it. Because the moment you do that, oh, it's over. You feel me? And definitely don't drag nobody else into it. You know what I'm saying? Without at least trying to. You feel me? Make sure they don't get knee deep in it. Because if they do, it's over. As you can clearly see. You feel me? If you don't know what I'm talking about, rewatch the movie. You'll get a clear visual of what's really real and what really be going on. At the end of the day, when people are dark and knee deep in the game, they're going to do whatever for themselves. You feel me? Which means if they don't got a heart like Diamond, they're going to leave you to sink or swim. I can't be mad at Diamond for being mad at Ebony because Ebony fucked her nigga. You know what I'm saying? She kicked him out and beat her ass. Exactly what you're supposed to do. You feel me? And now you really need her because you feel uncomfortable in a dangerous situation. And even though she wasn't answering your calls, she's the only one that had a heart and came through. You feel me? And seen you like that because everybody else just left you. And that's the reality of the world we facing right now. It get real, don't it? So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.